New Brunswick is one of the Atlantic provinces in Canada and offers different pathways to permanent residency, which are the Express Entry Programs, Atlantic Immigration Program, and the Provincial Nominee Program, which we are going to talk about in this video. So what is New Brunswick Provincial Nominee Program, or the NBPNP? NBPNP is an employer-driven program that requires you to have a full-time year-round job offer, and under this program are the NB Express Entry and the NB Skilled Worker Stream. But for today's video, we are just going to focus in the NB Skilled Worker Stream. So the province must nominate you, so you will continue to apply your application to the federal or to the IRCC. And even though a New Brunswick employer has offered you a full-time year-round job offer, it doesn't mean that you will automatically qualify to this program. There are still different factors that you need to consider and check before applying to this program, like the eligibility criteria of the employer, you as the applicant, and if you will be able to get the minimum score of 60 points. So let's talk about the employer eligibility criteria. So in order to apply to this program, your employer must have an established place of business in New Brunswick, been in active and continuous operation in the last 2 years under the same ownership, be in good standing with any provincial and federal legislation governing employment standards, and they must complete and sign the NBPNP 004 or the employer support form that you will also need to submit in order to get a nomination certificate from the province. They will also need to show that they are experiencing labor shortage and they cannot find anyone that have the skills to do the job and fill the position. In order to do this, they must advertise the job position in different locations like Indeed, Jump Bank, and other job posting sites. Employers must also pay a compliance fee of around $230 if the applicant's current work permit is about to expire while waiting for the result of their application. So if your employer doesn't know about this, let them know first so they will be aware that they might need to pay a fee. So let's go now to applicants' eligibility criteria. In order to apply to this program, there are different factors that they are looking for, which are your education, language, work experience, job offer, and your connection to the province. For the language, to be eligible, you must have at least a CLB4 in writing, reading, listening, and speaking, and you can either take your English exam through IELTS or CELPIP, and your test results will be valid for 2 years. For the education, the minimum requirement for the education factor is a Canadian high school diploma or a foreign high school diploma that is equivalent to a Canadian credential. You can have your foreign education assessed from the following recognized organization. And for work experience, a minimum of 1 year work experience is required and must be related to the occupation, and the tier category must be equal to or greater than the NOC of the job offer. You will have to submit reference letters from all the employers that you have in the last 5 years, especially if you are going to count that years of experience to qualify for this program. But not all work experience can be counted, especially if it is unpaid work, including volunteer opportunities, internships, and your work experience during your study program. For international graduates, work experience is not required as long as you have a minimum of 1 year degree, diploma, or certificate from a New Brunswick university or college. So if you didn't study here in New Brunswick, you will need to have at least a minimum of 1 year work experience to qualify to this program. Like what I've said earlier, the job offer must be a full-time year-round employment, meaning it shouldn't be seasonal job. Mostly seasonal jobs here are in the restaurant industry, especially in small towns like St. Andrews. So during winter, most of the restaurants there are closed since it is a slow season. So if someone offers you a job offer, make sure first that they qualify to support your application so you won't be wasting your time, especially if you have a limited time like having a 1 year of PGWP. Also, for international graduates under the post-graduation work permit are not eligible to apply if their job offer falls under the TEER Category 5. To make sure that your job position will qualify to the program you're applying for, you can check the NOC code and the TEER category in the link that I put in the description box. And for the connection to the province, you can claim points if you have a connection to the province through education, employment in New Brunswick, and additional skills and education including your spouse or your common law partners. Additional factors in scoring includes the age of the applicant, which are if you are 22 years old to 55 years old, you can claim 10 points, and if you are 19 to 21 years old, you can claim 8 points. Another one is if you're working in a priority sector, you can claim additional 10 points. Priority sectors includes healthcare, education, skilled trades, forestry, and information technology. Before, the priority sectors were business service centers, healthcare, education, manufacturing, and transportation. As of now, there is a priority being given to the applicants from the Francophone applicants, New Brunswick graduates, and occupations with the following NOC code. There are also occupations that are currently not being accepted under any stream of NBPNP until further notice, which are NOC 62020 or the food service supervisors, NOC 65201 or the food counter attendants, kitchen helpers, and related support occupations, and the NOC 65200 or the food and beverage servers. That is all for now, guys, and there will be a part 2 of this video where I will share with you the complete document checklist and how you can submit your application under this program. Thank you guys for watching till the end, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!